We recommend before beginning any new exercise program that you get medically cleared. If, when beginning this exercise program, you should feel any weakness, lightheadedness, or pain, you need to stop immediately and consult your physician. Alignment will be key in making these exercises most effective. You're going to perform these exercises until you lose the form or the alignment that we have talked about. When you do lose that form or alignment, take a rest and then regroup and try the exercise again if you feel like you need that challenge. Arm circles. Take your arms out to a T position. Start with slow, small circles, working into gradually making the circles larger and larger until you're making full circles. We want to see nice mobility through the entire shoulder complex. Now reverse directions. Chest expansion, hands clasped behind back. You will grab your hands, clasping the fingers together. Straighten the arms and lift the chest towards the ceiling as you extend the arms back and extending the spine back. You should feel a gentle stretch across your chest. Chest expansion. Taking the elbows to 90 degrees and the palms facing forward, you're going to send the arms up overhead, stretch the arms straight, then bring them back down to that 90-degree position. As you reach overhead, make sure that your ribs don't come forward or up. You should feel your abdominals slightly engage as you reach overhead to help support the low back. Keep your elbows wide as you reach up and as you draw them back down. Shoulder stretches. We will reach up, taking the elbow pointing to the ceiling. Take the other hand, grabbing the elbow, and pull gently to feel a stretch along the back of the arm down to the side body. Repeat on the other side. Next, bring the arm across the chest and pull slightly against the elbow, feeling a stretch on the back part of the shoulder. Waiter tips. Elbows will be at 90 degrees and palms will be up. Your upper arm will stay next to your body as you take your hands and forearms out to the side. You will feel your chest open and get a gentle stretch. Feel your shoulder blades slightly squeezing together as your ribs stay pulled down with your abdominals so that your upper back doesn't move. Feel the shoulder blades sliding across the back body together towards the spine as you get the stretch. Shoulder circles. Bringing the arms straight just below the height of the shoulders. Palms should be facing forward. You can use light weights from 1 pound to 5 pounds. You can also use a full water bottle in each hand. You will start with small circles. Ideally, we want to get up to about 20 repetitions with these. And then repeat in the opposite direction. Front fly, side fly. Arms will be straight and you will raise the arms to shoulder height, lowering them back down controlled. You can start with 1 pound and go up to 5 pounds. If you don't have hand weights, you can fill water bottles up as a substitute. From there, you will go out to the side, again going just to shoulder height and back down. We want to minimize the shoulders from rising up to the ears and make the work happen in the outside of the shoulder and in the shoulder blades. Rotations. You will use 1 to 5 pound hand weights or substitute with full water bottles in each hand. The elbows will start at 90 degrees. You will get in a nice tall posture and punch across the body, reaching out and rotating the spine as you punch with each arm, alternating. Feel the torso stay stacked. Challenges to upper body strengthening with the hand weights. To make these more challenging, you can add in a balance challenge of standing on one foot and going through these exercises. You can alternate the arms from one side to the other when you're going through the front fly and the side flies. Another modification, yet still a challenge, would be to do these in standing with a heel-toe stance. Adding in the balance challenges will help incorporate the core with the upper body. For the most advanced challenge of balance with the upper body strengthening, we will go into an isometric hold of a 90-90 lunge. As you're in the 90-90 lunge, the back knee will be completely off the mat. The most challenging one here will be the upper body punch rotations while keeping your lunge.
Spinal rotation. Standing with a slightly widened stance, arms lifted barely out to the side. You're going to rotate your spine, reaching one arm across your body, then alternate to the other direction. As you go along, try to increase the rotation range of motion. You should feel this in your spine as well as in your hips, reaching one arm at a time across your body. Push-up progression. To work on proper push-up form, it is advised to first begin with a push-up using a chair or desk for some added support. You will reach forward, grabbing onto the arms of the chair or the front of your desk. Reach back with your feet and find a nice straight lengthened position of your trunk down through your hips towards your heels. Keeping your neck long, you're going to bend your elbows as you lower your chest towards the chair and press back up. This can be performed at chair level, table height, or countertop height for modifications. Push-up. It is essential to find proper position in your push-up. Begin by lowering your shoulder blades and your pelvis down towards the floor until you can find a neutral spine position and length through your trunk and hips. Your neck should also be long in this position. You're going to bend your elbows, lowering your chest towards the floor, then lift back up. Repeat until feeling of fatigue. Push-up plus. For an added challenge for your shoulder stability in the push-up position, you can complete what is called a push-up plus. At the top of your range in your push-up, you're going to press your shoulder blades away from each other, slightly arching your back towards the ceiling. Lower it back down, then complete a push-up. Come back up, press the shoulder blades away, lower them down, and push up. You can also hold the plank position and just perform the plus movement where you arch your back and lower it down. This mobility comes from the shoulder blades pressing away from each other as your back arches and sliding towards each other as it lowers. Dips. Using a chair for assistance, you'll place your hands on either arm of the chair or the seat if armrests aren't available. Bring your feet out in front of you. Press your hips and pelvis up towards the ceiling to find a neutral spine position. You'll bend your elbows, bringing them straight back behind your body, then press back up. This should challenge your shoulder stability and your tricep strength. Burpees. To work on form with burpees, we will begin with a slow burpee. You will begin by stepping back, reaching your hands down towards the floor, reaching your other foot back behind you, completing a single push-up, coming back upright, step forward with one foot, then the other, come to standing with a small jump. Repeat, lowering hands to the floor, reaching one foot back at a time, push up, step forward, and jump. As you feel comfortable with your form, you can begin to increase the speed of this exercise into a full burpee movement. Beginner. From quadruped position, you're going to reach your knees slightly behind you and let your pelvis drop towards the floor until you feel a neutral spine position. Keep your shoulders strong and your neck long, feeling the work in your core. Hold until you feel a sense of fatigue. From plank beginner position with a neutral spine, you will extend one knee, reaching your heel back and your legs straight. Lower that knee, then repeat with the opposite leg, alternating right and left. Again, make sure to pay attention to neutral spine and keeping the neck long. Full position. From quadruped, your toes will tuck below your foot. You'll extend one knee at a time, straightening your legs behind you, keeping a neutral spine position. Avoid allowing your shoulders to shrug up towards your ears and pay attention to keeping a long neck. Hold this position until you feel a sense of fatigue. For any of the plank positions, you can modify the arm position and rest on your elbows rather than on your hands to decrease the load on your wrist. This will also decrease some of the load through the shoulder. From full plank position, for an added challenge, you can pull one knee towards the same elbow, reaching it back and repeating with the alternate side. You can also add the knee pulling to the opposite elbow and again repeating with the opposite side. For another added challenge, from plank position, you can lift one foot off the ground, lower it, and repeat with the opposite side. Try to challenge yourself by increasing the speed of your toe taps, keeping a neutral spine throughout the movement. For some rotational mobility of your spine, you can assume the child's pose position, reaching your sit bones back towards your heels. Then lift one hand up off the ground and thread it underneath your trunk to rotate the spine. Reach out through your fingertips to increase the stretch. Return to neutral and repeat with the opposite hand, reaching underneath the trunk as you lower your chest and stretch your spine into a rotation.